It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of San Antonio taking on the Cleveland Browns. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First play, Watson to the air. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Browns at 9-6 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tua now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Browns defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tua. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 here. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up and bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give running right is Hall. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. Stiff-armed him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go ahead.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Tua. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And now an audible here into something else. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On play action, here's Tua. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tua going to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing right now. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
24 down, he's coming.
Watson on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. Excellent work on the run back there. yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And they're going to speed things up here.
And Tua's going to change things up.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. A quick hitter complete. It's Hall. Touchdown!
Breece Hall.
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
All right, come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Watson sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On first down, right back to Hall.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown.
Denzel Mims.
60 yards.
And the Thunderbirds come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
Here's Watson on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Javon Kinlaw. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Breece Hall. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Watson just beating the play clock.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
To the air yet again, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Watson.
That swung out to Mostert.
Touchdown, Browns.
Raheem Mostert,
A 5-yard touchdown.
and the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Mims in motion left.
Hey, let's go. Turbo 3.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll find Hall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Looking to pass. Tua. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. They bring their punter out there now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Hall again on second down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. From the gun, it's Tua. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. There's Hall bringing in another one.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The 27-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, San Antonio.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Throw right side, Wilson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
On third down, here's Hall.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Now they'll change things up.
Alert!
Watson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up